bet you pay sports. And no one say, pay private sector for businessmen. No money incentives. They build the best sports infrastructure facilities. Not one more coin.
The Ministry of Youth and Sports is aware of disappointments among the Ghanaian populace and therefore intend to put measures that will lead to the national dialogue of all stakeholders to come out with modern and inclusive way of managing our national teams. Way forward, Mr. Speaker, the blaster performance in the last major tournament, that is 2021 AFCON in Cameroon, 2022 FIFA World Cup in Qatar, and the 2023 AFCON in Cote d'Ivoire, where Ghana exits at the group stage of all these three major tournaments, notwithstanding government continuous huge investments in the team is not acceptable. The Ministry of Youth and Sports is aware of disappointments among the Ghanaian populace.
Yamano every ene ekoti kwasieda so obe sakra kwasieda rally ayeye no o mejina platform so no anka se onu an na ka se o gina nso oboa wantimi na yemmo na sumfa le bo ne nche no ansa na abato na adu so na onim no ma abato lu twamu a ene eno anu no o yare ni aba opa ni a se otu ye ya oba sorry na obi a wo awie no ya de pa ni abo no obetimi asori aha enti owuo no na eba no opa ontwe na ewuo no mra owu wie a obo no pa ni empre ha ontimi nsori oba biem so obejo ni NDC a eham fia woke no nya akwa nyina bibibia e beka say na sem ham if you say ba bia wadro no nipa bebre akogina ho pen e wo party mu yetu wo mofo a wo mo amfa no akire wo mo nyina obia no ne ho enti anya kwan papa e na me ma no na otwe say na otwe no ebe so enne kwase dai eno nti so obefa sa offer no ya de ama no no a me pese mehu no wo rally ya se ha ne ma bebisa yes, your maha, it's a chance. Offer no, Yadi Amano, no. Ye be chum say 18 time. Echo, and notice that Brother Chamua, or energy class or Samba NDC Mua. Obedin Fiaban or Tree, and San Watimia at Prebibia or party. I'm just for Monsa Assembly area. The entire Obedin Fiam or Kenny said. Se ukwada kura eto abanu wie no Samba say, or be training there. Ye training there. Enduru next primary for 2028 no. Now only 4 years here. Obetimi agina ami atono.
We'll establish a sports development fund and we'll develop a comprehensive national sports policy to outline the vision and strategies for sports development in Ghana. We'll revive and invest in inter-school and colleges games in order to develop talent. For companies that invest in sports, we will facilitate tax exemption and tax relief regimes to motivate private sponsorship and promotion of sports. We will promote and provide funding for the lesser-known indigenous sports. We will ensure the successful hosting and organization of the 13th Africa Games to be hosted in Ghana in September 2023. We will continue and complete the new Edubiase Sports Stadium, and we'll establish sports stadia and other recreational facilities in communities and in all the districts. Now this is an interesting one. We'll use the Sports Development Fund to assist the sports associations to provide and improve remuneration and welfare of local sportsmen and women. This fund will also be utilized to assist teams that qualify for continental competitions. This fund will assist them to be able to go and participate in the competition.
yesi ne yetoso miensa eti na awotwe ye bomuo no se yekase na awotwe ebra ye de bekwa adwuma na ye de bekwa adwuma ye nan a na awotwe 6 months ehemu bi 6 months ehemu bi eti abusua anwumre ye ma wadwo ye ma wakwa aba eniema ekoso wo mayimu wunim say Ghana yeti so Iran ne ekoso US ne Iran ntem ne unity ebisi o we de ntokwachiri di pa na unity esene etie bia ne ewomuo ne say Ghana ya ye omanya ye ka wiase nyina ye ka ho bie no eye den ya mframa ebo ewo Iran manumuo no say ye ka famwo se wiase nyina famwo nsamo a wi Iran man firi mu a enye ye se ye ka se wo man Ghana o ene famwo bo no ba bi egina eye o nadie eye a eye sa mansa dwaso ye niema ne bi wo ho no mo a enye ye ene determine price na nti na ne so oti se kokwa akuafo no bobna na mpanimfo aka ache wo se world market no so okwa mansa dwaso a se ne niema ye nti saa na ye mfamu no so tie dudu a ye tunu o mayimu no ye kase ye de bo ye ho bra wo mayimu enye ye ese ye tunu ye de akone anane na chese ye pen ye ready made ni akwakoje ni ye de aba ready made emfidi ye betumi akase ye de nane famu no famu bini na ye nya kora no ye de ese ne ye betumi aye enti ne ye wo mu ne se ne ekoso wo ira manumuo no se toaso akwa animu a enna mpadimfo aka kire ye no fam obu obekosoro wo mayi sidi babi egina sesei yanka obia beka so na de ye se nyame amfafie no so eniema beti asa kakra eti eno no wo ye ka wa hwe ya beka se no nko a eniema bebre wo ho no mo a efri sabri ekosi afiye wieye no wo so nipa kro toto niema no watutu ni yie ne enie wo mu no wo toto niema no watutu ni yie sese nka Ghana botaye kase pesi ye ni so ne se ye kwa World Cup wiase nyina go kansie kase no enka nyame ya doma manya ekobie no Ghana nke ye kamwa nke ye ekobie etikare preparations na den na mpanimfo de aba o Ghana nipa dodo a onum nsa betumi aka visa yi obekobie Ghana babia ye kwa ye behye po bibia ye ready ya we preparations a kampanimfo aye free wo mayimu ya ye de kora na emom ne ekoso wo honom no ne ekoso US man ni yuan tamu no enne ye nkomodie ya ye de trop no so e wo bani ni shujumadie so no ebi beka famu ebi beka sidi na emom World Cup no aye ekọ no e wo se ye hu enhyehyɛ ya ye de koro e wo se ye hu se o ne ekoso nti bibi asesa ana hwe sesa ye abusia swafo a wo hwe wo mayi agudie mu ensem so enne kura de kan yes youth and sports enne yes sports and recreation swafo ya woda no ukobuem constituency so a ono ane mrahye badwani a woda no from 2020 up to date ya chese omamfo ye wobuem se woni wanim e wo mrahye badwam eti mampani ba ye osi o ministry no emeka ho is a ye 2 in 1 positions co parliament so dia committees ahoro ni nyina abeka bom no aye adwuma no eti abusua enanwumre yi ya ni onimonyamfo Kofi Adams na esi adwa ne emfa sedama Franco Trading Enterprise wonum neta ye kire ne atumi abetena ha ene ye make say nyema atwa ye ho ahia se eye TV se eye air conditioners se eye computers a Papa Franco adawro mani nyina betumi agina faako na se adwa ni nyina wadi nya nonko se eba se CCTV camera ne ye monitoring emma se BBC na so pesa wo hwa wo bo playback a very clear wo ko Franco Trading Enterprise honomo na abetumi anya binti abusua ye kan adabraka danye ne Roxy Cinema di animhwe no honomo ha na Papa Franco ewo na enche Adom TV fufo party ne so this year beba so 28th March afi wo de 6 March ne yenkomra na 28th bosumi ya wieye yemra na fufuo no fra no pa no nsia kosi anwumre no nsia Adom TV fufuo party ni Adom FM ye car park ya ne de ebe hihye so na kwawu no so de ye kwa na ye February yebeko this year yebeko yeshase free eda ya woda 2nd to the 5th of April and yedi ani echem kwawu na se yedim den Easter no wa ani ebedi no eti abusua ma me fa sedama production team no loyal listo work kwadwofojo executive producer eno no kwamkulenu producing from afar ena jamretru makowua eteche ena dwumadie metumi ede ebremo na lia wodimatum live wo Facebook ena YouTube edu etete wo friend africana obeje so mesumidin ede akria boachewe yadom wo friend me ABY a meje so ono abu Kofi Adam se wo fia ono abu akwaba
ya mini aba be jodo
boko de
well ya mi adom ye hu ye
is it say you man do so
ejuma ni de ho na yegusu so ayeye
if say na medwene ho a me ye nam sese wei say committee sisan be ka ho wo parliament a entumi masa wo nko sitting so ho no mo den ye wo se wo ko ana parliament ndi o magya wo kakra
oh there be same runner ye ejuma so parliament na ye wo number of cities say one ko parliament for those number of cities ewo mra kwan so no ye betumi age wakonya ye den efrim eti o that ebiomuso o responsibility to constituents omo asoma o say omo nsem mi wo ho a parliament na yo den ye kasa nsem no enti o say otina ho so that bibi koso a na wo so watibi because e ho na ye hihye mra na emrashe no e fa through various stages and processes ye free bibi clause by clause clause bia ye ka ho asem ye debate na we hu nienti a ye decide no e hye mra na ye pese ye no and is a free constituency bi na maybe saade no ye di hyemu ebe ha wona or say we den o ka ho asem and say we emrashe begin na ya ma we djuma foforo say yeah enu nkyere say parliament no eya menko so you have a responsibility to constituents no matter what even in puntu senkra na wonya as a result of other appointments we dey come on enye more down emra ochina maybe ebetimi agi obi ni fa ho dia ye den e free nsem so you need to take advantage of that anything na chamber ho enye obia na obetimi ewrem wo ho unless we MP ana we parliamentary staff wo hu kwan se wo be wura chamber ho ya mawo tumi se wo betimi aye den e wura chamber ho enya every staff e na obetimi e wura chamber ho ana Mr Speaker atunsa frew say we the guest of the speaker enti enu sa da no ye be ma wo kwan ma wa ye den we wura so it's a hallowed chamber enti wonya the privilege one person so for Emma was akunya ne say konako represent one no appointment should let you stay away from parliament because say what executive executive business no e be then a cost of parliament so your presence will be needed then committee levels no e ho na ejuma no so kese na so ye then ewo no the rules are relaxed. And the level of partisanship koso main chamber plenary no and dan koso committee hearings no nkrofo feel free they remove the veil na anu ya mampeni ba ho minority for ekofa kuku ba parliament say ye committee level na ye kasa menye sure say omo be yes ade but a drew plenary they want to just show omuye bibi now supporters no who say oh yeah bibi but committee a lot of works happens there and it's still we a minister or say a hustle we then because you will not be a minister also
ultimately balancing here because we say the BIA can constitutional amendment and ye dika ban say oh yama na shebedwa for nya omadwuma they should focus on omadwuma omoye na say executive no nya omadwuma mampani nya na appointment me mra shebedwa mo eti me dwen ho say mutumi balancing here ya anti ye beka so there be obi betumi ayemra shebedwani asayi take ministerial position and balance ye.
Well, so far I think it has worked. Omuso omuka say yenye bibi foforo no may also have a reason Intia omo then kasa. But from 1993, share the Fourth Republic years, this system has worked for us. But so bisu na junior ono super say, oh, maybe for separation, proper separation. Enti then yenfa enumra. Well, I don't know what will come out of it. Because me name what separation they are talking about. Because the party a winning. Say more parliament too. Say more in the parliament too. A drew point here, they will agree with their party in the executive. They will agree with their party in the executive. They may raise issues. In the 8th parliament, MP before, Bayanipa 85, on which I say with few, a jampe call 80 to 85. You could you crown on Monsieur Munina, a sign say, Yenyi finance minister, in free one Mampenia ye. You see another medium parliament, ye won't who to me say, you bet me then, aye. Edru say, ye koto abana, then ye see ye. Or more Muka say, ye in free or crown, or more head, or man go support Keno Furiata. So that's how it is. So more muka that the basis near separation of power. Unya mampenia onya where there are separation of power no. Enye juma. Unya mampeni so awa na agency obema constitution na ye juma. He would make sure that the constitution work as it is happening now.
Interfere with the work of parliament.
There's no interference with the work of parliament. Near parliament bekano na ye di yejuma onakasanso even within the executive, there is review, peer review, and so on and so forth. So that's the way it should be. That's the beauty of democracy. And yes, the NCC the wall be between executive and the BDM. It's just not possible. According by all means, there will be some relationship of a sort. The same constitution made some beautiful arrangement. Mampeni niwa na BDH su niwa speaker niwa chief justice. So what about that also? So me, I feel that this has worked so far so well, but me nka say omo the opposite no omo here then nya omo ka no anyhow, because since there were a number of ministers MPs. As minister, you don't take additional salary again. You only take your salary as MP.
Who choose one?
You choose the one that you want. Me, I take my MP salary. So you are not the burden. Debbie. I don't think that there's any much of a difference. Maybe difference maybe just some 3,000 or 5,000. And a better difference maybe between a minister and then a non-minister and a deputy minister and then a non and then an MP. Difference be a difference in each other here so much.
And think a basic assembly and can shed any musa being a minister and MP.
So it reduces,
double
it reduces the stress, don't take a double salary, and it reduces the wage bill. And the conditions, because condition now you have as minister no, and one you have as MP. So,
sir,
yes.
Minister Fia Utimu Chese.
Maybe the difference behind said anymore.
Now
difference behind said
Obi our bodyguard.
Obi our bodyguard.
MPs no.
MP be our bodyguard.
Good.
MP be our bodyguard.
Because Miss Atama me free honum na
MP be our guard.
Okay.
So me, I don't have any guard as minister. It's the guard as MP now, or I don't have any guard. So what's the difference? The only difference, who are Kenya to implement the policy, government policy, and government programs directly, because we are in charge of a ministry. That's the only difference. But the opportunities are a woman. Sometimes, when you cry, say, who could that ministry, be not say, yes, can Kwana who here there, and you better say, won't call it. Because there are some ministries who are, you don't have any other additional things to do. Board cry in Famun Cotenaso. But if you are just an MP, you have that opportunity. So party or power. And if you are from a ministry, in said that the boards are compulsorily, no, as the sector minister and our ministry, or say, who are now deputy na ombekwa, you have no other additional responsibility. So it's not like all rosy, but a juma, a service to country. And you're more and more analyzing it just from the perspective of Sika, and our pay once. I think they are mixing the point. Okay. So also it's about say timer, nipano, enya time in both because you can never dedicate 100% to any of them.
They say the work of parliament on the floor, committee work, and then the ministerial work.
Say parliament work, committees floor any acquaint to.
But sometimes say be a committees, say when to me and Koswa, send your working, and what decisions ni be I bring free one ba house. A
lot of work in parliament actually is done from the committee level. Sana the report about plenary to come and deal with. And the hopa na adjunction and committees so ye found 2 committees keke. Ye share background. Now at least you do to 1 or 2 committees are a reflective background.
Okay.
So that ubetimia then I impacted the work of parliament at the committee level. Generally say we will be a finance and our economy background. The do economy related and our finance related committees. We will be so we a development person, local governance and the rest, you do sa committee. Maybe who educational background, now you do education committee. So who health, now you do health. Who security background, now you do so that you do. So at least every MP ubenya akwenya to serve a committee a reflective background, at least one. Because Ubia belong to one select and one standing committee. At least we MP there 2 committees there or say also. And
no PA or amendment na mo ye no mu at least 2 na na.
No.
Because e bi mo complaining na me ba ko penam da so na.
Ubia na committee ba ko so e parliament from 1993 na e and it's been placed in the new standing orders in the year 2000 also. Na current one also. So at least you are on a select committee, 1 select committee and 1 standing committee. Yeah, the two standing committees they have to correct that anomaly. Yeah, the two select committees, so I will say correct this anomaly, because you must be on 1 standing and 1 select committee. But answer na ebe to aso no ma memfa akwenye inchia, especially my constituents, and I don't think area, because omo ashia say omo ye eyi kese pa Adonting division of the Buim traditional area.
Okay.
Yen hini sorry the Jessica hini or ye hini a oko nechi ansana ono ye den urban or say oye ne ye enti ineya no mo share ase. So ebeto aso sa into next week enti ma memfa akwenye ye nchia o nyina na me wish you on well say by all means no me join one in the course of the week.
Ohine aye de na che say ikese pa
and young lads omuso wo Dubai na omoko for friendlies here. They've been caught in the melee, but in a camp it's very peaceful. Assembly and then in the hall. They are everything is at peace. Yen embassy staff, they've regularly been in touch with them, assuring them, visiting them, engaging them. The leadership of the FA have also done engagement. The Foreign Affairs Ministry officials also engagement, and everything is going very well. They feel at home, both the technical team and the players. Now, Ochina Omuwo next game, everything is clear. Say BBNC this time.
Next game Dubai ho.
Omugusu bonwo ya.
Na ahunka be no mde bebo bon.
Oh, omubo. Na say na no me menda omubo Me that there no kosukra no say omo match ma omo share Hong Kong 4-0.
And then Hong Kong for na there na come.
Oh no. But Queen's team they a very good team. Very good.
E won ba who say ade bi on mo a e di hu hye. Ani o man e na wo kan they are good. They are good because near kosu nyina na omutimi nya kokuduro e de boa.
Well, that is one thing who team I will say when your psychologists come so that the psychologists can work on the psyche of the team in times like this. Ebi o ha bibi betimi esi, ebi o ha mo top player, maybe mo captain and now mo striker bi na bibi atuno in the course of the game, maybe serious injury. The work of the psychologists in the team is to work on the team to make sure say omo adwene omo bibiano beba back home and onto the game. And especially honor say ni aye koso no say unni far away na unta share news na follow Sanya Manema. You don't even know what is happening. Because when we say bibie siga na happen na ha na nkrofobia chrofa ni amu ka say ade anything be wo a
obeka say ehu pa
ehu pa wo kan anaso wo a wo sa area no hunu sa. So sometimes but I know it's not a palatable situation, but thank God say everything is okay. The analysis so far shows say omunni in a line of any threat. Bibia omuwo bibia omubo game no is not near any installation a possible target for anybody wanting to even stray and any line cry maybe flights cry for who because one could be a target. So we continue to pray with them and really wish them well. And to continue to fly the flag of Ghana high.
Yan Champion World Cup imra na yahwe wadwuma na if say ministry ho meti see a bold yan sama meka yan say ministry adabia asem ho bi obekọ ho bia no asem be kekere no na ye de kofi akoto hoi eti mehwe ne yebesie so far chese mehwe bra ye bold din beto na yenti asem kese bia say weye pie ho ye no ye de taro hu because ebi mu de obi a wa senso de oje wo ministry wansa na wo free wo ye ntwa me enko world cup no mra ne ba na bibia ye din a ye ka se kofi apase ana so far wa wo hwe ne wa famu a watumi apase true a beto na abeka se ministry ho eden but me wo security bi a me de manage niema.
Well many aba make us say I am very intentional and strategic but I live by the day. Nya ebe tu nipa ochina no menim, but I am always very careful. You see, say atu obi pen a wo kohwa na wa ye den na we sua. So I've been a political animal for a very long time. A very, very long time. I've been a political animal for a very, very, very long time. And I've been very present and stand on more etu. I was politically active. So I'm very careful. It may impact a bit on your work. It may stress you a little bit. That's always better. So most times, kawe a minister who technocrats are mobile juma bibia na edru maybe after discussions na uma direction na nya can say ye be chro na ye di aba wo die na ne say eka bibia wo di signature be then na wa sign na eko. But it should no more be like that. Or say unya daji kakra na o ye then uko through. But I'm also lucky say
we need a
oh, of course. I'm also lucky say my chief director or a very, very meticulous and very hardworking. Mrs. Wilhelmina Asamoah, she's very, very, very meticulous and hardworking. We're building a certain energy in our ministry where you can't get a chief director maybe better than her. She's good. She's really good. She's good. She's really good.
Me they say she.
Yeah.
She's
good. She's good.
Oh, she's been there for long, and I say
no. Me walk around now, no Oba. So I think she came from transfer from energy to sports. Now education. I think she's been at education, then from education to energy, and from energy to my place. Me sure say how good she was. Enunti ena Matthew Opoku Prempre o free education ministry a yede ne ko energy no o say or request to move
and
to no, if you have such a person and you are going anywhere, you want to go with her.
And then she say both governments any obi be ye adwuma and then obi appreciating adwuma intensi.
Well, she's good. And nkrofo so a mpenifo a onu na ye adwuma pen no so kaba how good she is. The cabinet secretary Professor Dansubuafo, when he was Ghana's High Commissioner to UK, Onini Juma, he also says good things about her. No, she's really good. She's really good. She's good. She's good.
Why?
Unfortunately, Enchebia Matiseo, her time will be up. I just would say, considering the year we find ourselves, you know, that ministry needs such type of material. Senka, Yabepa Mampenicho say we share the desire to build sports and expand recreation. You be here somebody like that to do a few more months and now cross and years. But she's good. She's really good.
NTC World Cup no mami there's anyway say can say measure that be hwe NTC World Cup no ni nhwade wo say me ka say yenkomra na say yenhyase na yemu nkontai say toda ye bekwa ye preparations a ye de kosa kansie kase bi say wo hono a eno a na didi mu a fe ye bekwa aba no na e de asem kase abeto edikan yesi an sika ye de kono ye ntumi nkyere chese ye budget a ye de kotel se ye bekwa aba ye kwa ye beda he ye kwa de an ye bedi sa na mani nyina na ye nwonwonan ye bekwa aba na ye dede with wo in the office ye bisasa na preparations ben ena Ghana ye de ko World Cup no ye wo budget bi sika sen ye de ko sen na nchichemu sitie ni nyina no bibia da krata so kama.
Well, Minia say Omampeni Ubia over so much experience Obua Wuma Wijuma no kra no very easier for you. And that's exactly what His Excellency John Dramani Mahama Ayama, the Sports and Recreation Ministry. And you see Penin Ubia nye be abofradie Ubia ye den Ubia ye. And His Excellency the President have understanding of ministries and sectors etadin semeyeden eba, and he understands basically mia eya edin semeyeden eba. Na mostly edrua esan yare no enye drua eyede. Mostly edru no ufa na the level of bitterness no they are very high. Nanso echi no mia ehaw enti a wuntumi ye nia wo say wo ye no ubemu say ubenya ayaresa na afedie utumi ye nia wo say wo ye. So adia eha ministry sports sector no transparency like the way I will can ye. Enti when you dua transparency abape na yare na ewo mu no na wa sha say oh science a yare no. Because you have opened up, you've had a conversation. Obia nimia ewe den ewum so unjai bibia ma for speculation. Unjai bibia ma for speculation. Mampeni akadada already. Enti enya fe na we beka say oh just Kofi Adams na wa ye na adwen say ono na oh yes sir. Me kaipa one time ye de budget bi sa to dwa mu say oh enunti na yekobo draw ewo
na say budget ni sha
budget no kati nyama bi meanwhile it never affected
what it is so enti wa ma boys
so ayete so no anka any player and any of the technical person because you other areas are so because some other accompaniment some other things nyama bi wo ho a utumi ye den kati no a affect players. It never affected the players their welfare so omupe diemu omu bonuses so omu bibia o but me think nsem bebre ankrofo eka nsem hunu all around about it say na yakati enti ama de bia ya use players ni sa e dia jejenia enwo say yeye so bibia ni a you see players bibia ni a you see players
bonus
bibia ni na players but bibia yakati ye no na enka even the human beings are directly involved. Of course, the only group of persons are affected one right from the word go from March day 5 by any child for boy and after by more management team members. Or mudi I say yemfa bibia mobia abra yebo qualifiers. Because munu ya mamu ejuma say mum manage team no na yen achieve a certain objective. Total objective. Now we a number kwa na wa beju hu sika ye say there be ya ma we juma say me ba me wu ni me pese we kire no the way aye nante enye say oyi ni number ko ntepe na wa ba beju sika so we yi number ko nti o say o ma miska hwe say abofra no betumi aye den obegina ne nan so anante na mama wo bibi so we told them say abofra no yi number ko a yebema abofra ne bibi maybe yebema nukusia say we yi nine back to encourage abofra no say onsan to the nine the other one
ni o man ni two ni nine ne de to
ya out to once na kire no the way a ye nanti otumi nanti wi ansa na we den wo yebema ni aye de ma abofra no enye say ye tua no ka o ye encourage no na aboa wejuma enti omudie omuntwen
and only info now.
Only management team members, you know.
And they agreed.
Of course, it made a lot of sense to them, and they are also Ghanaians. No munim situation now. Ye wum yaba bemu mampenisi appointees are ma appointimu. No adie ye free ho ye free ho ye free ho. Now omuti na say eba this sector so I didn't know omunti ase. After all, we didn't say you are not entitled to. And this anyway, say you are preparing very well, psyching the team up to play and qualify. No, you will not worry because you know, say a Jumano obey to its logical conclusion. And until now you call parliament make entitlement to management committee members and Crawford young didn't me say there be me. I will defend such things because I know the basis. To mean jump winning Crawford call into an agreement say na meyemu na fedie omayo mudie wienu na opese oye den osisa wadwe oye sa ochina wusuma obi a nipa na ye den onye so those who are arguing say na management this Argentina ya set BB aside to be able to pay them. We didn't give them anything as it used to be in the past.
Okay,
in the past winning bonuses no just like players. That's what I came to inherit. Ena yasasano say e ma won bibia biom muntwen you qualify you then ya mamu bibi. And they agree. They went around with the team going up and down doing what must be done. Now for the team now qualify you now maybe no so sorry biom. Say oh no there be
me and first can more.
That is not the agreement that we had. If that is the new principle ayede ba and the moma einu nya ye no won aya to ho no ma yenye emfa ma ho na enu echi no ye disan komo no say ye frɛ wo say bra na be management committee member of any of our teams ye ma wo hwe wo die na ne maybe per diem na be den ye be ma wo ni aka no wo ne hwe ji efi ye ho na se nipa no ogitum sa na obeye juma na no so nim say me wie me juma me succeed ye kra me ni bibia meje apart from but that is not the case with this category of persons. And the meaning transparency. Mampeniaka, when we were appointed, he said it. Oko 2025 State of the Nation address Osang Simwas Ekaye. So it made my work very easier. And not just football, even for other sports. Eya, media for Eya Munta in DH. We put out information on other support to other sports. But because with the football is just the other sports, you know, Munta and on platform.
Oh, baby, I'm also when you hear boxing.
Yeah. Boxing is a sport. Your advantage as a mind Ghana, and we don't have to play with it.
And your advantage,
of course, but because you wait the gross armor, and you baby, but still, your talent, you know, you always say, you take it training, you take it insurance, you take it nyama be serious. The same way the era of the DK Poisons and the Azuma Nelsons and the Ikotis at the bar Ghana, no, sana ibitimiya then it drew obium. Even athletics, with the right investments, not the marathon yenta enyadie ewo, but the short events like the 100 meters, 110-meter hurdles, 200 meters, 400 meters, 4x4, 4x100. At least currently, as we speak in the whole world, you know, we are the fourth fastest. So, Enuche say, if we invest right from the foundational level, the way Mampini, Ayen Chiche say, yen Sano, you invest right from the foundational level. Not the way school sports here, so at least here, so now.
What shall we? Gaza, really, me when I'm seeing now when we
so the talent is there. Yeah, continuous coaching because raw talent, in fact, we need trophies internationally. When to me, for these raw talent, in fact, or say, polish you up. How to start, how to fly, how to calculate the race. Say, 100 meters. What should be your strategy? 200 meters. What should be your strategy to have an advantage? Even with you and you need to know what food to eat. And until sometimes team say we have a chef. We need a son with dietitian or no better or say mahon. So people will ask, so why do we have a chef and you have a dietitian? There are two different rules no more play. Obakun share near based on certain combinations, no. And then no say yeah mount. And now near I say oh yeah no so or say no so.
Yeah better be schools the no because what the here me papa we can each say with me na just me ma sha.
No, I say when you say yeah go school ni nyina no. Athletics was the period that during this period then I'll be a school akodabia was yearning for. Now it wasn't football.
Kamikano.
Mika it drew time I to Mika so that was the whole school, the whole zone. Nah, sorry. So it's been there, but just that maybe
pay attention.
Ghana Accra Sports Stadium and another war tracks for her and expansion na ekosunti ye tracks no ediko elwak and e call elwaka portals na e wo kra no enya easy enti e hot track no kra enye track papa so University of Ghana and but they might year for warm up because enye up to standard and nya e wo Cape Coast then nya e wo Esipon and also here some work then Babayara any Aliu Mahama. These are the known facilities. Yewo tracks, also. Say ye tartan tracks, so say whatever category of tracks, and also. So how can you develop your athletics to the world standard level with just these few pitches or tracks? And the and a sports fund idea now. yɛde kɔ ya mampani ɔgye ho ɔfaayɛ ɔboayɛ opiayɛ adeɛ no kɔ through cabinet with ease ɛma yɛde kɔ parliament also ma menka sɛ we got support from all sides and the finance minister gave us even additional support ɛwɔ kwan bi a yɛbɛtumi afa so a mobilize sika ɛde akɔto fund no in a good way. Enti ne nyinaa no aboa sɛ fund no yɛ nyinaa yɛde yɛn nsempua takfani kobo yɛde kotumu a ɛbɛboa yɛ daakye. So we will have funds to be able to build all these necessary infrastructure ɛde yɛbɛkɔ yɛ ni because yɛntumi mfa ano kɛkɛ ɛnka sɛ adeɛ no we need to
say sports fund no say na abam.
Oh well, I can't tell because your administrators no is to quicken the pace and immediately say when him say Parliament pass Imbrano on the 18th of December and immediately Mampini signed and in less than a month later we appointed the administrator and deputy and constituted the board and inaugurated it. Muye Juma says here. Now no misankoye a statement in Parliament and I donated 2 months of my salary to the fund. Other MPs also joined. The majority chief whip, Honorable Roxanne H.A. Nelson Dafiamepo, Onu pledge 3 months and many others also pledge various amounts of what money. I believe say in Kofobibre, they will begin to also contribute.
It's when the Ghana Nibia Kakra
Ghana Nibia we say Bosumi Bia Ubema 1 city. Here Ghana we are 30 million people. Even half of that. Yeah, you say Bosumi Bia Yebema 1 city. That's 15 million every month. It can go a long way to help us develop our sports. And the bedroom baby will come up with all these challenges. To challenge all students, to challenge the media, to challenge the lawyers, to challenge the architects, to challenge various disciplines. Because sports ya dear back one, it brings us together. A name religious difference, a name ethnic difference, a name sports, and it brings attention to your country. Here, Morocco. In those times, Yakasa, where was Morocco to also speak? Now, so Omar Sheda intentionally, Omo investing in sports are any Yaka Omoso Kebi.
World Cup.
After this World Cup, next one. They are co-hosting Morocco with Portugal and Spain. And Omakwa Akobo for third place before any other country. Nka na South Africa. Ye dika alcohol but omwe dika ejai. It's all because of investment in the way and manner they have gone about it. Yes, we have the talent.
But me dream who sports fundy. O may mekai abada den mumpenimfosi o free senior high school wa kakra yibetum National Cathedral de wa kakra yibetum no eya emasa o ana say ye de ani to success sports fund amount for the ba
ade ba ko a bisa wo say adentina asori ye ka say nkrofo yi a omuyi because they have trust say ye year ebe hu say either say ye see asori dan ana ye de atongunya foforo ana ya to pan ana ya ye bibi so senkrofo yi na se omu hu mia wo say omu yi mfam da na ye mfan ye they will not continue yi because don't think say Ghana for ye stupid o ye njimi ye.
But how different is this one from near SCC near who can say Ghana for near Modiaye? So for Cassa Yenina Ghana for Beyi, na politicians Cassi Yenina Ghana for so or Munia. That means I reshamoon anyhow. So much research have shown. That is why we have started. Anything a Mampini only minty or say, hey, Minister,
your expenditure, your financial issues, ma yen nyina yen to the last person. Say ye de kosi ma betina here maka management the committee for ho asem. Maybe in the past that yen kan ho asem a umbeti say ya koji say no mu hu ni enti a omoje no sa. But I have explained, I have given indications say enti and I say ye mo say at this time, so that there's clear transparency.
Okay.
No being kotena baby in feel say oh ebinumu na omuaka omuhu na omu jiji sika de ma omuhu just like that. So omu diska no ba na say wo koye maybe astroturf. Na wo koye astroturf a inso ba koto na e ho nyina ye den adani poola. Ebe den na next time wo ka say obi mfa scambra or the bibeba. And astroturf. Now within a few months, now carpet then every so. And if they say you are not doing quality job.
And you wait no man penny said Diana amana yasunku free dadano.
Well, me dikayaka. Me see transparency Ghana for a year.
Say they are no transparency there. Only I trim no so can transparency.
And I'm okay and say one.
And I'm go see we.
And I say so what they are no kai. They say we are living by it. We are living by it. Ye ko tournament, ye ko activities ye estimates na ye di tuja.
Okay.
The last time I went to parliament, after parliament, I spoke to the media. I gave indication, even the not final issues, what is in the process, I put it out there.
To say World Cup year budget 13.7 million dollars. $13.7 million. Eti say ye share no say ye can say 13 million ne de da ho. Say na nchichemu no sitie say ye ka say ye bubu mu ana ye nkoma ya ye ntumi mubum.
First and foremost in 2022 ye call Carter hokra ne enyama buon seda enye de say America ne Canada na ye kan ho the total estimate ye de call World Cup was $14,184,100
and that was
2022.
Qatar there.
4 years later, we have been able to cut it down. We have cut it down by some thousands to what? 13,776,000,000. We have dropped it from 14,184,000,000 to 13.7. And this is quite significant. And under normal circumstance, 4 years later, or say then at least be better than Ebeka. But rather part of cost saving processes are numbers be so numbers be so no say yes people may not be happy.
But at the end of the numbers so I know your supporters and as a numbers being.
Well, supporters and come just the team budget and make
team budget no dear na mate so.
Inyama bebre
and our management team
we reduce numbers. We reduce a number of things, a number of numbers were cut down. But bibi wo we call musi ministry nipa say no say omudiechi nipa say you say no there be what are all these numbers going to do? We have embassies we have missions and until yetua missions for no can say omoye den omonye juma family. There are certain things they can do for us to save cost and so on and so forth. So we've cut a number of things down and abuaye. So we are proceeding on a path say we will do say but we also make sure say we are prudent. And say because or my need that will yen the way I will pay. Me na na bi no ka we say abra na colonial masters here in charge no na you say ye di on abro enti ade a ye aban de no na ye no anyhow Oh, I buying because it was colonial master. Colonial master call, you know, we still have not changed. We still think say I buying for Ubi. But yeah, dear. Who say who side no? Ubi so say in the side no. Na ye boka egwe so. Abra product biya ye den free munye den emba. So you should know that governance is equally investment. Yes, governance and yes say ye bibia or say ye so it's not like a profit making business, but a investment or say edi ebuaye emaye dachi no ebeye better. So you may do something when you dan ye profit. Nanso or say edi bibi papa ye den eba.
Enti 13.7 no. Omu bibia wom.
Omu bibia wom.
Bonus wom.
Say ye kwi say nyame ye Adom a minim say nyame be ye Adom. Ye be bo go up to finals no. That's what we are going to use.
Okay, up to finals.
Up to finals.
Teenager say your new finals was say
oh no, you have to bring back some of the money. In new finals then you have to baby I be do new expenditure now then. For example, we say we share ye wo sika bia wo say yetua ma ho ye friend wo mo appearance fees ne wo mo bonuses ne ne keka ho at the group stages. Ye be we group stages no, it will cost us about 6.284.
6.284.
Yes. Now sa group stage no sika already e dia breye no put together 1.5 plus 9 million will be about 10.5 million for qualifying. So at least at the group stage, qualifying, I'm at 10.5 million. Our expenditure up to the group stage is 6.2. So one year crown, so one call even beyond the group stage, you haven't spent all your money. You've made some profit.
Okay.
We business now to me 45% profit. At least you haven't lost. Isn't a bad business. But you to me call your name equal to finals. Now you we need trophy now. We are getting about $50 million. They are getting $50 million. And to this budget, and you just say ye co tournament and ye co spend you estimate say ube up to finals. And this say one could draw, you would have to return the rest. Maybe I will be doing no expenditure and I will be. But me, I want us to have a legacy project. And nothing any finance minister when we were passing this sports fund, say, look, moko tournament bia sika bia mo benyano eba yemfa ne nyina 100% emfa nkoto fund no to use in developing sports. I was so happy. Nanka yen the proposal I could say ye pay about 20%. Not 20% because now you should say maybe you can be too much. But finance minister buy and say, look, when you go for tournament and you win, and can on revenue calculations. At the time I was presenting a budget, no, 1 year calculation, I'm far near mube win near tournament, bia mube kono, and can revenues. And muko na moyere muhu na munya saskana yemfan to fund to develop sports infrastructure.
Previously, na says can you get the
well, they can't put it in. It gets into the general budget fund. Namuna why you say oh you say ye astrotef you say ye bibisa so ye then it vanishes. You call various World Cup. This is the fifth we are going, but you ensure that ni bibi potia. It me the and such say adie na ye call this World Cup no. Out of it, it me So me, I'm interested in that. So I'm very, very prudent. Every beer, you have to prove beyond reasonable doubt before I accept it.
Na sika wo so 50 million is all her players are modeko. Ahoden a modeko. Wa udi animu a modeko. Sani ya wo kan ye 50 million na ahoden we the 50 million ba
ebiwa uti he semenyo do we have his kind anyway you know a Ghanaian?
Honorable. Oh,
no, maybe so. Beside my share, say be so one after the other. So we have Semenyo. Look at even Inaki Nansaya. Look at his performance. So also Waba. Kudus is picking up. He's on some injury, but very soon Obeba back. I'm sure by latest by April he should be back.
Kudus say Abuabe no mu ya mfreni wayare ne wafe no or recuperate.
Thomas is still doing very well.
Party.
Yeah. Jordan is also there. There are other new persons that we are eyeing and spotting. There are a number of other key
Jordan
players.
performance say Ojinemu.
Oh no, he's doing well. No, the team is not bad. But what we need, you know, is for me also a team and not individual, exactly. Skillful players, but a team.
A team.
Now I'm convinced we will do well and possibly do better. Well, I think he's picking up also. Once he hasn't retired from international football, I will not be surprised. Say, team no. I will not be surprised. But that is the coach's responsibility. Maybe the say, make sure say, are reasonable to be able to function in terms of finances. Any other opportunity, I will say, for them to train. It is the responsibility of the technical team to also put their heads together to make sure, say, players or the best of a team. And I say we are spending a little more in terms of allowance for additional staff to support head coach, you know, in the decision making prior to going for the tournament and also during the training. So Yugusua also so they also have a responsibility to make sure say a team team no beko World Cup and they will play all the way and stay to the last week of the tournament.
Afei yanhwe visa omu ebekọ di bewure mu se se minim se ne ekoso Iran ni US fo ni ntemu nti no omu abe busumi ni omu dimirika na mekobi no se emu adwo kakra na se still na amamfo pushi se ombekọ
answer yeah two bombs will cry yeah strike here Iran for threaten say omu be retaliate omu be say na anu bia yekokum Mexican drug lord bi so omu so threaten say omu be attack rough no na nipa frefre for say mami slot we catch on class say there's nothing like a slot crowd omu feel say wo na maybe either say waju yin ejuma na wo bo hon itriboni we catch on class say bibi say ni ho enti go through the travel and tour companies. Yes, ye ne embassies na tenase edin komo amomu ehu say going for the World Cup no enye just about going to chase the ball for 90 minutes. Yes, so ye fan say e akwenya bia ye pese ye disua bibi. So necessarily we would like to send a few persons to also go and learn certain culture. Fan mobilization, fan support, even ye police for many IG edi hunkomo because we want to form the police unit on for sports. So ye pese ye sheda edi binum so ye den eko
police force
so say ye don ko ye sheda ye di binum ko. Now they should have opportunity of seeing crowd control in action. Not just theory ye be kire ho, but they will have opportunity to have a feel of how it is done before you enter once the game is ongoing. So it's an opportunity so that you be creative for them to interface also with some of the persons are in charge. So a learning process for us. This World Cup will return and be the same. We want to make sure say yen department, yen unit bia, whether it is the security of the game, ombebano omokwa kusunya bibi edia back room ha omo de be kire enyanum say no say kotokone has kobo game. This is how we have to handle it. This is how we should do it. This is how we should do it. It's opportunity for you to see it feel on the ground. So me masheda if my fundraising works very well, I have a certain number of police persons also almost here then on Bekobi. The emergency response team, no, so 1 or 2 be also almost call. Then of course the creative arts free and bloggers and then the rest, because an opportunity for them also to build a base, because Yohana ISO speed and yeah following or the year nadia or yeah say yes so yeah the year or more hanka crowd mukra 50,000 100,000 followers 1 million 1.2 million followers yeah the one ko now almost ko ye bi wo na out of report now omude bano they get a few more followers to add that. We are also building a certain base for our persons, building millionaires out of what social media and what have you. So what happened? Omukro qualify ibinu. They want to take advantage of it. And I qualify. So we have engaged.
They say more attention call bloggers so now. The traditional media no there because what can you feel that
maybe tonight meaning say momo traditional one is already arranged. Momo is been established, is there already, so there's no problem.
Say the new
one now yeah the one beka hono say ye jai one. That's why I've mentioned that we don't have to leave them.
Okay.
And you studio na maba betina I didn't think a month now.
I should speak. And I say, honorable member, say, I feel I do a video to her. Yani on Munyan for Kofi Adams, Mashebe Janimo, man for you, who boom constituency or no so any minister, ya will share a good year moon sem so Makacho say, and chese fufura beka honka kane wo kan no aka ni so minister of sports and na enka youth and ka ho say one say youth no e woni ba bi nko e wo ba bi egina e na mpanimfo asa da mu se da bi ye yi youth na free hono mu a die ne ye de hye hono mu e be ye system mu a die ne ye de hye ho a e be ye eti se ne woti se ye kase onunyamfo Kofi Adams, minister of sports and recreation no hu se foforo na abemo ne ne na si adwa etu di asembisa bi a wo bia no Facebook, YouTube yedem wadwenchi obetumi edi bia to eti sane minister wo kan dodo na still bomb na etu odian yo amanfo se won beko World Cup no.
Let me see bomb na nkasa se to America crowd meko so no die wo plan na wo de to adwinum say oh because of near air course no microphone conti you would lower your plan here, you end up being surprised.
Okay.
Because air course no move free.
So the same number initially eba say number we na eko yente so baby a ye beda yensesa no bibia.
Every day the people even keep looking for more spaces because every other day no the expectation is say numbers no ebe kosro.
Okay.
Numbers in Bekosro, especially say the response from the embassies, as positive as Nyaomu Kachre, it means we will have a lot of people going. And your Biblia, they are sponsoring or more sponsor. They are not going to rely on maybe the fundraising. They are sponsoring themselves. Online at total tickets. Tickets. They apply for their tickets, they did everything. They are not waiting for who would you to even come and give them tickets that plane tickets, no accommodation, match tickets. That category. Because they for them World Cup is a regular thing. They plan every 4 years, they plan to make sure say they are ready. Ghana ni ho or Meko.
Into a mono accommodation bibia or one
yes, some of them will ask say man crophobia and facilitate a man. So at least we take advantage. It's a World Cup. They are going to support Ghana. So if you can get people to do something for them by securing accommodation for them, why not? Because omutia. And you say they are paying it themselves. So why not?
Me jidi se sane wo sha ase wo ma meti ase se wani da ho with this one so we need a whole
everything
because send ye one ray be wure mu ye ton we baby as ye nani nyina be say minister and I'm here it has we need a whole.
That's why I've been following. Look, a few weeks ago, company be eba meho with other representations say ono pese omuye lottery be. So I asked them a number of questions. So I want to be sure. So adiya mobe everything is okay. Insisi ubia yen insisi musumu sisi your stakers. So well back and forth. Me too, and then I realized that they launched the program together with the FA and then others, the World Cup Bonanza. And every time I mobile the first draw, no, as minister, I went there and supported the whole exercise because when I'm a minister, I've checked everything, of course, and realized, BBI, okay, they are not there to scam anybody. But actually, omuye beye 3 draws, no. I think the regulator asked them, say, for them to continue, no, or say omunya the endorsement from the Ministry of Sports and Recreation, because that's the madam minister. And I've raised this earlier. Say, yen to me, faye sika share team, my team no qualify. Now, who team no qualify, no, who babe bibia. Now, ministry, any abaya or the minor sika edify team no is not going to benefit directly from the process. By all means, agreement no say a capture the ministry and revenue sharing no or say yeah they are buying the no so yeah then edition ebeba to the ministry for us to be able to continue to. So I'm sure that agreement and now the regulator no Air Force say omunji from the ministry say omonsanka. So I was out of the country when they unilaterally decided to stop the whole program. Say omunyebium, and the 24 winners now out of the 3 draws now omudi kan eye no. They went and refund say omudi omusika mahon. I didn't know much about it, but later na Misaka a petition. And the Misaka a petition about say na the NEC and they have refunded their money to them. No, I referred it to a team in the office. So they invited them, had a first meeting. Then they were waiting to bring a report to me as to the way forward. But already no me catch them and say, I don't think what they did is right. So in that meeting, they should invite the regulator for the regulator to come and indicate, say, in such situation, so the regulator stated in the case. And so now, later, TikTok and other audios, some of the winners, so I invited them again and indicated clearly, say, the company, Rambel, no, the 24 winners now, process them as if the program is still ongoing. Because there was no force majeure be a say this is maybe I can say World Cup no cry yen cobium yen bobium and now because of nya ekoso yen bonu America afedi e be kwa akobonu obi foforo obeka say what arrangement now we here no for America one year no for Togo and Benin and afedi utumi yen bium. So I told them that they must process Sankrofon and take them through all the processes. You issue on visas, make sure that you get them their airline ticket, their accommodation, and match tickets. The agreement now, because you cannot. So, and that's an example of idea. May then say, make us say, media nature. I will follow you through to make sure. Say,
because and them say,
and already, we had. It was part of the plan of the ministry and the World Cup committee. They say. Lotteries and raffle. But omudi and we thought say in the era of trying to promote the private sector participation, after all, yes, there will surely be a private sector participant. And so when they suspended, we were planning to launch a new one. And say yan solve omudi ya omoye ya, it will generate some lack of trust in what and stronger, truthful and fully backed by government and everybody. So we've resolved that and we've asked them to go through the process and make sure say ubia benya the package.
Now who say yeah, say yeah na support group say wom. Or mono toda government see we be ya best support or mo kwan bi so this year with the World Cup no support groups no support be or more from government.
Very clear. We are not a lawless group of executive. Enti bibia ye biano ye di mrano ena yebeye. Unim say after the 2014 Brazil incident, Mambiniti Commission of Inquiry Justice Jamefe ena na odano or the report ebaye. And somewhere June 2015, Mampini issue white paper accepting some, rejecting some, and modifying others. And this report, any the white paper of that report, and I juma. The report is very clear. Say supporters groups na ewo Ghana ha. Omwan ka omuhu ambum anye baako na yenya one group a oman no yentimi fa ya ho den entire omuichi. So I can say omo the National Supporters Union the supporters group then aba together to form one union you can deal with. So that leg has been overcome. The second leg and say my the public funds directly and fund supporters to embark on this trip. We should rather encourage corporate and private contributions. So and also, say any budgetary allocation and supporters. We are encouraging corporate Ghana to contribute. And until the lotteries, the raffles, the appeal to individuals, high income earners, private companies, mining companies, telecommunication companies, and various companies more to all come on board and support. Because football, and you just 11 players, the support is also necessary, and home support is needed.
And a ministry no be leady.
So what we have done, I be memo echo cabinet and cabinet approved. Say a committee, a ministerial level committee, and the cabinet G2 we have since formed that committee. Won't penny for the foreign affairs minister is a member of the committee. The finance ministry represented by the deputy finance minister, the tourism ministry represented by the deputy tourism minister, the youth, the development and empowerment minister is on it. Meme Oho as the chair of the committee. My chief director is the member secretary. We have the president of FA, our committee, and also the office of the president represented by the deputy chief of staff. So on the committee stand Dogbe. Then we have the former captain of Black Stars and a football person, of course, Abedi Ayu Pele, is also on the committee. The security sector is represented by the deputy coordinator, and then we have private sector Nipa Bakun on it. So we have 11-member committee that oversights every activities of the World Cup. This committee has broken itself into 4 main committees. There were one committee responsible for sponsorship and fundraising. Support a lot of activities, including even the team now. More, we extend some to the team. Then there were events, marketing, and publicity, because the World Cup is an opportunity. Say, so we must not just go and come back, or say every opportunity both here in Ghana and the platform outside, or say you're taking advantage of. So we have that committee. There are security concerns. Yeah, tournaments like that. Be free or mufie, aqua games, nyama bekoso. So we should be interested in security, both in Ghana and whilst the fans are there. So there's a committee responsible for security, transport, and accommodation. Almost in many ways. So you must engage with the embassies and then the rest. So your visa, government relations, and protocol committee. So we have these committees that work and report to the main oversight committee, and we take decisions. So in Jayama, just the sports and recreation ministry
and as a supporters union
and as a supporters union we have serious high level team so to open things up and to be as transparent as everything. So the estimates was not just looked at the ministry level and that ended it. Apart from the ministry receiving it, this committee, we gave ourselves opportunity to study it and look into it in detailed form. Maybe a recommendation say, oh, maybe yentisono maybe I feel say yem peje mukakrano we recommended for what an increase of a sort.
Ma answer na meba no asare de ayi odi aba o say ebi wa me chia wa nwumre misre bisa minister ma me say donation no me pesa me ye bi kwan ben me fa so aye me pesa nka bosumi bia kakra no so de eso nka pesa me de kakra tum ti misre no kwan a me fa so aye contribution no onche me na me hu kwan a metumi afa so aye donation bi honorable donation no say obi pese oye bia na de mumuni we ne say na moye no
to for the World Cup and sports fund.
No, sports fund nankasa.
Sports fund nankasa. I believe that the administrators and they are in the process. They will create a Momo platform. They have bank accounts with GCB Bank, NIB, I think UMB and some other banks and so on and so. But be assured, say, on Beba they will create the necessary flyers.
I think I will need them here. Yeah. Na because people are ready to donate.
I will
say ya nyani say ya say who kwan kro be fa so donation no enti arrangement me na yenyo mo na yenhwe foto na nka say bisa me say me enkwala idie ya mahu weekend no je say be mrika pa enkwala ni to yenya bibia amwa wo a
they all need help. Now you are make us Samini Numuko Japan or Mukutu Mirkeya, the fourth fastest in the world. KG and Oboa in Tia, almost to me conclude or more.
There's a man so ya snanky and Tima.
Yeah, so we need individuals and then the private sector involved. Government alone cannot do it. But government has created a structure very accountable. Because Yediniama Bebre, share fund, and say, and to say maybe minister Tihokekena or Chiche Scanu. No. There's a board, there's internal audit system, they will be audited externally. Also, we report it to Parliament every year after appropriation, 3 months after appropriation. Also, we report it to Parliament, indicating in detailed terms, Sika Ewoho, Nyamudibeye, and so on and so forth, so that the public would also know through representatives. So yet a lot of governance structures, shares are found. Many BBA will be better than Kukumu or BB. Now this can and it will take care of athlete welfare, including active and retired ones. If you are more Brahma Ghana, no better ubi yare koda BBA na nia odi beto para krano na adane asem. Ebi okura nipa no tumi bibi tumi to no ama maybe wa yenya media mochiri fi kura yentumi ntuanti na ya dite anybody no. A lot of stories are enye. We want to all these to be the thing of the past. Say the athlete ni trainer sika odebeko competition men koye aseme mano. the welfare, the insurance, and those things should not become an issue. So I invite Ghanaians.
Because one says Senka can say Nanka or
you are right.
Now we are where say Nipa be apply individuals be apply say on volunteers work up a year. What is asem?
Yes, FIFA created space for comfort to apply as volunteers.
Yeah, no,
who apply? Oh, well, say your rules be brave. Be a more guided nipa even I say face. So last year, omuye be in 2024 cry and omudi can advertise here. And in 2025 they did again. So people applied and they have been sieved. They've gone through some vetting processes and they've been approved. And you were approving one now. When him say, "Oh, you have been approved as a volunteer for the FIFA 2026 World Cup." Maybe we obey Juma or Mexico, and now obey Juma or Canada, now obey Juma or US or Fee. Now ya mau maybe stadium or Juma. So when you go, they direct, they serve as assistants, they do all kinds of things.
Enti enyesa omoa na nanti akwaje omovisa na okay dey na say
they are well organized. Only they are well organized. Enti so obi ni na mene say he's recruiting volunteers azan
Obua
so obi ni na mene say they are recruiting volunteers azan nkrofo fa adia enukra enye na ye they created a line that you advertise with information beko the central data system. They will look at it, vet, and ask you questions, and then they shortlisted and vetted again, and finally settled on the list that they settled on. So, say, been in Amene, or can say, or for volunteers for anything, when him, Adiabia, no crea, Eda Hono, in Crawford to me from who ye then. Bonnie. Now one always say ubi winning because Facebook, social media, the part it me then you communicate to reach each other. Who be with Facebook account no? Who phone here what they told so no yembisa who question be say ma evidence say who phone na what they told. A dear what type no yembisa will say for evidence be bra say a dear may type or say ye bisa me ID bia chere say edin no no kre media ye bisa wo hwe edin a wo pe no na wo type ye foni a wo pe no na wo de to ho nanso ebinum tumi kwa unverified Facebook account no because picture na ye bo ho no Kofi Adams ne picture na edin no wa type Kofi Adams nti na me ne wo chat ye o messenger we say me nkohu special assistant na me tuaman afedi o kutua sika ma azanfo ewia na wakwa hwehwe wo number or free. So California very very careful about people they engage on social media platform and advance monies. Even cry say any social media cry na nipa no wunim no physically na oba wo say because me hwehwe visa amount na nipa no wunim say we need travel and tour company ben fa sika bia ama no o ka chere cry say onu no ye supporters union pinyikra ben fa sika bia amfa ama no because it's not a travel and tour travel and tour company
pass wa bebie ani enwumre fi say omo a ye omo send the messages ahoro na me apply true way no bebre
ya kawo me kra earlier kra me koye interview bi e another sister station kra me ka ho asem yes sign your statement editor various interviews are my bakan say in say World Cup be America and Canada already now with that World Cup cra ye the yen crofoaza and a World Cup asamba and you say we be winning omuba na sa wo ka no kre no kire won na omumpe no kre na etie so omuko fechi na so bi ka che say oh ye wo so meboa na there was one time Obi friend me said, have I just had a conference call with somebody? I said no. I'm not paying na kura me a call. Say oh somebody just go to him say it is here no the minister for sports akasa the person has advanced $5,000
Sure.
for visa. $5,000.
Now so nya ko bia.
And he said, "Me nya ko bia. Say anya omo ye no ono be frɛ na wa frɛ o na odi obi ato line no so say or join anti minister na wa join no. Anti conference call na minister no so am my instructions."
Ah, minister no na wo voice o munim.
Bisa. Me anka minimu ya ye dwume ya for so many years my voice yi di enka. Then so still people will still follow say minister na a conference call with them until say yintuama no mu itia.
Na once ye kwesu ye se ye kwa yensa amra.
Oh, of course.
Na wa se ne wo ken. Ni obetua $5,000, ni obetua $10,000. Ebi matikura say ebi tua be $15,000. You know said that person will not come.
No, they will have to come. Unima, ukona se wamba yebecho, umbecho. America is now more than prepared for that. Now more who are yechu na yede to ice at the head and yechu. There is financial reward attached to Sadieno, so people will choke people. Uko sesia na uko tinefie na uti sesia America so ayedi. Sa se democracy no ewa bemu nyama bia omo ye ma de se no sesia etwa bebre ebi na aka ye ha a lot of USAID activities crowd mo ye no enkoso biom and so on and so forth no enti sesia sa support system no ni hobium na wuntumi nkonko tenafie forever wuntumi mpie nkonko ye adwuma na wuntumi mpie so na se wutifie kura na se unyu ana obibi ehwe ukra omuhu kakra they go and tell the ice people say if ye ha no obi hye ho a oni nkrata
no they ajiska because onu chukina said they successful arrest you onu benyaska so ukwa e better say ubeba back na later because ye ma multiple entry a uko welcome be now san back na next time we ko bi ma obi an how ye nche dam fa signal enye den n2 so that much so bibiara why na ju una ukotu asem kra na unya ye ma uko ye o bra back. I will encourage every Ghanaian obekonu say bra back. Na sa muda mudi ene se mudi no beko na emum sa wa ma wuni pakro e yo jejereje.
No, but they have to come. They have to come. And we are mwa omaino.
Okay.
It creates problem with omaino any bibia ukoye because in a way no whilst you need your personal documentation to prove and travel no omaino so de no ho aye then a support to say ye ma won krata bi
omaino guarantee amount
like omaino bibi guarantee bibi sa because we have to involve the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, we'll have to involve the Football Association, the Ministry of Sports and Recreation is involved. And say wuko na wuko ka once you will be arrested and be thrown out no na e affect your minus subium and to one kasa wa block with chance and now when you are no muso dachi na we then will say ya ma hono so obi biara otimini enanyumre no wonya opportunity a wokwa bra back na wa ye then na wa sa be prepare wo hu
na se dachi be kwa na akọ you Charles Harrison say ABY and many ajimu interview no papa na kache honorable Kofi Adam say nukredi a wode ahyase no eni akukuduru ode ye adwuma no onto asosa na mimi wo gidie say bibia be ye fine dan so man e na ode na adwenche no efi ena aban edi we free zenu ena eba aban say ABY kache honorable mama say aban de we wo say kache no mama say yen Syria testers ye wo NDC amanyokuro no ni Syria college ekuakuo yi oso ode omo koro no se wogya ye ha se kọ eni o adwa yo
Iran
onti Iran ju oso otwe o se se wa amfa ya nkwa Rebrofo de na da bontre ni sa o se ne o man ni jamani ni mi enum si ya tester se ne mani abrepa NDC si ya tester so na de o mo de aba no so for o ma for me group Paul amene so gide yi o de aba o se bi wa me chia mo na da bia me ka cho se NDC the best party for Ghana's future na onti ase se onu arrangements no ntutu ya minister ka ho asemi MPP de never again omo emma biu Yakubu Dombote offenso kayira osiakua no kwasem ne se mampani mama mamui niema omo ye no emuda ho nyame enka wo ho ena ofake edi way free new plan station ena eba ofake se akua state of the nation no so one day wantihwi wo mu ahu bibie wo mu a ebetumi aboa o my Ghana samo abobidie yode aba onu ane abanze enu a nani abre ne ho dendende sese mukoje omu wo ha se ya ene jama Ghana ha se mo ne wo enko ha se ya ban nani abre ne ho esa no na abusia safin wabie wafidi a bani ni shujumadie so eni ene ye ne sports minister ena asi adwa ya chese ye hwese ne enema besi akoso na ya wa additional technical team bi we dey you dey boss e bi why bi so honorable ma me say additional technical team of the Black Stars no wo mo so ye betua mo ka bosom ana so mo so dey etesen honorable additional technical team no dey here
so yeah the Kophobia beka team but just for the World Cup for example
okay
the coach of the Black Queens Senka insisia edaho for the women's AFCON ebekoso the way it will be in this match and and by April they will be done. So muya Kim the Black Queens coach obeba beboa the Black Stars as an assistant coach for just this World Cup period. Yen tuano salary bia additional salary bia na ketua ojiti say minister and MP wa ketua oje as MP no ana wodi beye o minister ejuma the only thing additional ebeba no any allowances bia ye ma any bonuses ena omo beji the allowances and bonuses entitled to the technical team for performance no omo beji saade no and part of the appearance fees no omo beji but not salary.
Okay.
Yeah, the another coach so Ababeka also as an assistant coach, Alain so yentuano salary bia apart from the allowances and then the rest. The only persons are moji salary any or more moji salary da. So coach Utuado, coach assistant coach John Pinto, assistant coach Desmond Ofe, director of Schaefer, Winfred Schaefer, and I think that is all. These are for Moji salary. The rest of the technical team members are they only take winning bonuses. And a performance base. Woko na se mudin kunima na ya mahon bibi. They don't have salaries.
Okay. Nti ase aye adwuma na nse to da na mo be ko se ya na slots bi wo hono for MPs ministers ne because ndie wahu sa ma wa hwe ya na mfufo ni bi no nye fine eno say no say ndie wo ho.
Well, the MPs are organized leaders omo a leading crowd from the constituency and fundraising efforts are yenya bibia of course. It won't be out of place. Say an MP should nominate one person from the constituency. Say then eko. Onusun konkusunya bibi. Now on fambra no mbebua MP no in terms of sports development. Ewo the constituency. It won't be a bad idea. And I have that as part of the program.
Okay.
And because Parliament is made up of persons from varied political persuasions and independent members of Parliament, and they directly deal with the people. So it's not out of place at all.
Now, Women African Cup of Nations, no Black Queens budget, and are you ready?
Yes, I ready.
And so that's
we indicated and to Jada because we had actually even forwarded it to the office of the president for consideration, and they would then give approval. Finance ministry for finance ministry to release. Anything I make us say, we need to see football and men's football. Well, I'm not carrying the document, but I don't think more than 1.5 million. I don't think, including.
$1.5 million
pre-tournament campaign in here. Yeah, I don't think because just Africa here in your world, and almost bonuses are lower than what the male national team gets.
At a man ball bonyana.
And you say, but you see the price that you get. For various levels and to say a mema dear. Okay. So you look at also you weigh what it brings and then the investment, the sponsorship that it comes along with. That's a basic factor and yet what we will challenge. I wish say we are able to build a man football no so to a higher level. Debia me catch them for say yendru. Debia me catch them for say there's still enough space for women's football development. Remember like it drew ne very highest level. Space behind the bioma yebesa kobium.
Expansion behind
to me medium. Remember the space so I want the experts to think deep and come out with plans and initiative. Ebema emadiano so be then. Sorry, I go very far. Yeah.
Honorable Yakin, may a tear for the messages by questions so Mamma for 10 minutes a mean humano. Na near war, Unipa Crumbs or Henwa make us so be a juicy because and the end wedding can so be a juicy dear, and your wedding free. Any minister a year conference call for no 0302216561 and 0302216562 bet me afraid now oh I say be and 10 say oh dear tum hello
everyone
eja
ayo nya be ma ban me do to atama
and I saw a message in my kind
I was so starting me voice you honorable na wa pomo yo honorable yeah me kanu kura tro MPP for na nke wo ho a omo ma yenya ntiase omo no mu wo ho a ombe disa omo krofo di akọ wake up honorable tro we dey ya disrede o ndi Syria collect and tested enye akra anko the whole Ghana ufo bia 20 reading bia 2020 before wake up bia
inipa na ye kono ye say am nko amoje 2020
everyone na supporters group omo ko officer ya dikitwa everyone they mean ya wo NDC wonu say the MPP for some of my sika dia boa omo nko for omo show mo to but ya kwa de ya hu say ya kwa na ye to my way e say obi a honorable we dem sell baby sika ni bia mo nko pe na mo fa NDC for nko communicated ya collect ni test ko wake up that
yes yeah that's it honorable 2020 so atemeba mamfa free
hello
mpacho ma wafidie na wo achi no enko form na to asoma me
mpacho
ye to aso
o everyone mpacho dem chia
mejo so eja
mpacho ma honorable Mr. Kofi Adom ehun say danity but me ballet to man see most of the issues I'm discussing here. I'm saying about slots. Is it like we individual and I already said could be no a bit available and I say any no my do a bit mania I say a bit na could be about the slots.
You honorable be you are no yeah that's it. Honorable be you are no or watch be mukra edi kind that I feel you or more dear or more na say metiwasia o no wa na pesa woko honorable we need no nya support or pekwan obefa so na wakobi hello eja udin ni baby a free
Pacho sorry Adom was Thursday Adenta
yo Adom mienti yo
So, Madam, your coupon show. Honorable Senior Coupon show. Then I say, Ghana, corruption, doctor, sports environment, and I say institution in Tiama, you moving, you need sports for hobby. Now, tell me, honorable area. That's almost not researching, almost popular sports, so not sports here. So they get me up one my youth and then you might not or mine at Tumpon. And corruption titi, one for my tipum, no one to us here. Now, one more or mine Tumpon.
Yes, yeah, that's the menu abema, titi. Hello. Hello, Ajaudini baby, are free. Hello.
Hello.
Madam Mudini baby, are free.
I said, it's
Pacho did the same.
Margaret.
Answer my give me into you.
Because I'm talking about work after I call. And this is one guy that I got this work on.
Yes, a Ghana for near World Cup.
So this person see, I said, I'm not working.
So I know, say NDC supporters. Name Ghana near World Cup. No, oh, I send Bisapa Peso Bisani say.
But the person is going to say. She says, I person quite a person, you don't stress her on the banana.
Honorable Betche. Why? That's it. That's Antimagi. Honorable Betche. Hello.
Hello.
Hello, Ajaudini baby, are free.
Ebi.
Nana.
Yamia Sundin
And council to Asamayan.
But that's a catching Olamukufi Adom said. In for work at 2006. Kupeni Kufu, Omampia, Konya. A dear Sarafan Kameko and Kameko, Brazil. The MPP in Kameko, Brazil. And so you call a payment to Jamie. It's where the woman coming here, so young Chamberlain now, neighbors who cut me back in one office or Abaji, swap from the Akupi. The Kwame Saba, Comontaniam Yatias here, who opens to Mukubi, and you open Namfra, what's it? Let us wait until the Abba power, Medase.
You, yeah, that's Nana. Hello.
Hello, yeah.
Ajaudini baby, are free.
Megan, the uncle Pass, Uncle to name, because you feel come.
You, uncle to me too.
Minister, you're the Nasa or Casafari. Now that I'm a panat, me empty to the bar, but maybe Panas and fire because from JJ time, with tea, the Casana, the other Maniati, or Kudu, Papa. And we stand on the Edwano, Uncle Sway. Now, because we are advantage of Cabra. Yeah, Mo. Them could be coming with you. Ghana has an ID.
And you will over time, my eyes for I bet you.
But actually,
hey, just so I can't pay your mo, you. Why, that's why. Hello. As a move. But dear, Ubina can say, I hear I just agreed that. Hello. A Jaudini baby, are free.
Calling Philly, but the PMO of Molly.
You Collins me until Bonita Umaye. It's you.
I'm ready for Nakuponshia, Nonshia, Honorable Kofi Adams. Send your minia a by Kaino. Political party and a forming government. NDC, and a Ghana. Your best three and paying for say. Bibi Ba, I am Mokasa, a share of phone for before. Say, yes, so bien, Yayemra, se party na ma power, sebe, in your papa, Kofi Adam, on your minister. And I can't see opposition. I mean, that's what no opposition.
Na, mo, mini abema, Sani, yes, the answer, Mumu, the I ain't taking, wouldn't be your friends and take it. Your opposition, let me not record the dinner match I will buy with him. When you have the player back, say your best is someone who is up a pepe. Your back, yes, someone your car of Kumu. What someone needs only free is a Kayo, within a Kayo. Aha, your car of Kumu, I'm the car and so when you have the player, the mobile far, Kumu, and will be a good tree. And all of the public, if I might say, Munya would train now, a South opposition. You didn't have to say, I was a catcher. It's quite dear, so what some of this is called and tested. A Kubino, Yabako.
medasi
ayo obi so gina na chi no kagu bohobio na kire se mede mbesia frefo no mamfa musia na se ne amanfo a charge ba no no me gidi se o tro questions ni bi mpacho
well yeah questions no me tro but enye se obi mpese odi obi beko se yenya ya nka yebetimi asesa Ghana for nyina akọ America ne Canada bibia any bibia Ghana ebo matches ni na nka yedwon beko but it's just not possible into me emfa wonko edian na His Excellency John Dramani Mahama o say ma yenye oman ni ye na yesika sem na enye din na ejuma no enwo ho na obetina Ghana ha aye ejuma na woso wenya ska ope a obetimi akọ holidays o bibia o bibia ye pray hu ye pia se eniama bi wo ho a o ma yenye ma embroso de bia me kama asem bi me say the fact say e kom de wonti enkyere say o tutu baere a obema eja na o de tutu baere no obepeja ma akọ too high sa baere no be den ebeshi a wonya baere no endie ma ekoma ede wo no maybe ebejai so omunya abotere ma aban no ye baye enchere but ye gusu a yetu anamo a wo say yetu ni America no Commission of Inquiry report a edaho a omo submit report no February 2015 enti enye na anu ye a ye baye no ena obi edemra bi bae say oh maye nyese na ewo ho dada white paper yedi mampini eden nsa share se no eno so by June 2015 more than 10 years ago adia na ewo ho so it is just a document that me as minister me koye bibi foforo adadania ewo ha na matomra ochina obi betumi afa ho e de asema ye den abeto me so because this report is there and a commission of inquiry no and then once the white paper is issued no becomes like a ruling of a high court edaho I say we then with the ejuma so supporters and sympathizers there was so many other things to me there was so many other programs among of course obianka say ye mobilize this kana say yensaka ska yemfa Ghana for enko ye de mubeko and like you said we are in this scenario you are a Ghanaian first and foremost so omunya botere rather no omumboa fundraising effort no senka yemfu bia anko a ye ne embassy for no nkotenase endin komo endin kita ho ensre won say omumfa nkrofo mra na omummeboa visa processes no emma backlog na yeda ho no ye yim free ho to be able to attend to more numbers nyina no a part of the preparation but o say yensaka ska no yensanka ska no ba dia ska no ba o say as many numbers as possible and ahondi a omode frɛ 13 no omfa enfrɛ na omonka nkire omo scan say they should donate into the fund when the fundraising committee launches the fundraising effort
na for now the 2020 no enye
because ekose obakon even up to the group stage you know about $9,500
nipa ba
bia $9,500
so mine case of spending on an individual
just for the group stage
no
just for the first $15 days now a group stage now $9,500 enough from
now
and even the nipa 1,000 that is 9.5 million 2,000 what they call 9.5 times 2 that's about 19 million that's just the group stage team no qualify equal round of 32 we spend maybe another additional some 1,500 billion
o de ne kona kwachine ne kom so
asem no asem eso ewo ho team no sa qualify to the next round of 16 we spend billion till maybe finals so and that from
Honorable, ye brain no so na ansa na ye be sori no. Won se na amanfo obisa kwan be na mefa so me pese me ko bi a kwan be na me mfa so Mr. My senka chi se obi be kasa wo ko bi dia kwan be na nipa ne be fa so anu nti obi nkwaji ni sika nka so ni minister aye conference call
NKG your travel and tour companies are omo available omo lunch omo packages. Go to them. Present yourselves.
And your travel and tour bia.
And your travel and tour bia. There are a few credible. There are some of them omukra maybe or they are only still there in name. Omo license to do the travel and tour no cry ya Jeffrey omo same and now omo renew ye. So in your travel and tour bia. Ubi biara obe launch a ye betia yenim say on need that capacity no will indicate. But so far no mean say any of the travel and tour companies are launching like Mate Litina, Mate Sadguru, Mate Travel Matters, Mate JDK Travel and Tour, Mate Kempon, so are launching. Quite a number of them are more credible. Ebinumu di omonkrata akura ebreya the ministry ya go through edi akwa koma PPA ama PPA a check and so on and so forth, and the report has come back to the ministry. Ayenim say omo capacity to be able to do sadie. You can go to them now wakwa kutia for package now omo aye den omo de wafa through the processes, but uko hu individual bi or the bag sign or concert me metimia ye arrangement amount now would you see masa ni panadia eh wan kasa ojijerije so yeah waboka
you
waboka
that senti ebi na honorable abobono se woni pakronim se na esi Google a Litina Google dina wabobobo no, these are known travel and tours kampon ohwehwe na chira kwan a enye den Litina enye nasem etino wankasa hwena wa ma obi nsisi wa belenu wa o message naba on de chese echina ayawasu eastern wo se MPP for nkotoma Baba Ali o sinipa wo constituency wonu nyina po nkotoma Baba Ali echina
na
ante Baba Ali ameka say hey
abam papa also ayewo candidate papa oba be represent ma o say Baba
candidate is na mo mai say na mo pese obeba parliament obi
why na why say
enye mo na mo parliament na mo pese Baba be wura
oh how
mo na mka say ye mmongu na mo sensa nkrata say ye mmongu no
the fact say onwaka say ye mbongu does not mean say mo pese Baba be parliament ho. It doesn't mean so person Baba parliament. Now one T report na by the report ni indicate say nya ekoso no na enye now so intumi mfam pin obako. That is one. Two, emre electoral commission so di am say ye mfa enye possible say ye besa kwa korane sa process ni biom because we korane process say we shall see free branches. Now we di kan koye branch because omuso a omuje nya wo complain say enye no they are also guilty until we be ko branch wa kwa kosesa branch executives until we say we branch elections for fro nansa na wa ba be nominations no na wa vet na da be na we say dey and the electoral commission over to me to conduct the primaries no anka say omuhun bibisa. So
Ochina by this time na your results no.
Oh no, say obi anim say.
The two
Baba Jama train say omra meka ye ho.
Jama constituency we dey only Baba so this time je enwura. Baba Ali ni Baba Jama. Echa the two Babas say I'm confused omo dey.
Oh no, there's no confusion. Very clear. One performing and then one non-performer.
Hey, over terms. Bye bye. Yenkoda. Me da se papa.
Me da se so wa kunya mo dia mai.
Me da se bibia ni efisa bi kono. Ba empanimfo efa fund no ho me so boa ho no na ye ntumi enye ho adwuma.
Me myself I'm concerned say mo a lot of education no mo njai office level.
Yeah. Officer will be en ho. Me da se enwumre. Abusia emrahye badwani ma omanfo yo wo buem constituency ene enei Ghana mampani John Dramani Mahama eyi no se oni asoye a ehwe omayi agudie mu ensem so ene fofora tese din no na asesa so dada no a Minister of Sports and Recreation na yene minister esiedwa ya waboa ye nwumre medamo ase etiefo ne afrefo a mofre ba mu nyina no sese yene ye bie wani mesrew maye nkomma ananse time no nso na ma radio station ha meka say obi ajo $10,000 wajo $5,000 enu nti ne force ye di minister echi say minister brana bechirim ene wa me ehuni nyina eti wabie wani abusua me di mu si ene ye dwoada eti sofo pani pegata maklu breaking yo kasafo no